Okay folks, heading to the range tomorrow, and I'm in the mood to shoot some small groups. And there are a couple guns that haven't been pulled out of the safe in a while. First of all, our Tikka T3 Lite 308. Haven't shot this guy in a while. That's just a stock Tikka T3 Lite with a 4-16 scope. This is my 6.5 Grendel. Haven't got to shoot it much either. So we're going to shoot both of them here in today's video. And I figure we could make a bit of a competition out of it. I've had some Lapua bullets that I've been wanting to shoot in the two guns. The first is a 123 grain. Yep, 6.5 millimeter. It's a hollow point boat tail, open tip match type of bullet. I've had these a while, been wanting to shoot some. Haven't shot them before. So that's of course is for the 6.5 Grendel, and then these are the 167 grainers for the 308. The 155 seem to be really popular. There's some people out there shooting these 167s, but thought I'd give them a try. Why not? 168s shoot good in my gun, like the A-Maxes and Match Kings and stuff, so thought I'd give these a try as well. So, our bullets for the two guns, similar. I've been wanting to try 8208 XBR some more in the 6.5 Grendel. I've shot it a little bit, but not much. So, this is going to be our powder today, and it's just so happens this is supposed to be an excellent 308 powder as well. So, we're going to try it in the other guy as well. So, that's going to be our powder. Primers, CCI 200 large rifle primers for the 308, and CCI BR4 Bentress primers for the 6.5 Grendel. Not a lot of load data for the specific Lapua bullets, but plenty for that weight range. The Hodgson website has got load data for both weight bullets, and reading around on some forums and stuff about what people seem to like. It seems to be pretty close. The Hodgson Max is pretty close to what people are seeing out there for Max. So that's what we're gonna work towards. The first, okay, so for the bolt gun for the 308 for the Tikka, I tested earlier. The maximum seating depth, or the seating depth to touch the lands with the Lapua bullets, and it was 2.875. I'm going to back that off, or no, it was 2.890. I'm going to back it off to 2.875. So we're going to be 15 thousandths off the lands in the Tikka. The max charge we're going to shoot is 43 grains. And I think that is exactly what Hodgson says is max. So we're going to shoot 43, and we're going to shoot 5 charges in each gun for a total of 25 shots, and then I'm going to load about 10 more shots just as sighters and fowlers and all that sort of crap for getting things dialed in. So 43 grains and 5 steps below that for the 308, and 6.5 Grendel we are going to shoot a 2.265 overall length. That's kind of what I've been shooting. That's max magazine length for the gun, and that's been working out pretty well so far, so we're going to stick with that. 2.265 overall length, and max charge of 28.5 grains. I think that might be just a touch over max. I don't know. That's what I decided on. If it's over max, it's just a touch. So 28.5, and we're going to go down 5. We're going to shoot 5 charges down from that. And that's about it. 28.5 down 27.3 for the 6.5 Grendel. Makes sense? And then we'll just shoot them and see which one shoots the better group. Alright, I need to get situated. And I think we'll start with the the 6.5 Grendel. I'm just finishing up sizing with the 6.5 Grendel cases. You know, these are going in an AR, so I do run them through a full-length resizing die, but I set it pretty light, right? I don't really give it a hard cam over or anything like that. It seems to run the gun okay. At least my gun runs okay with this. Just bumping the shoulder a couple thousandths. I think we measured it in a previous video in the 3 or 4 thousandths range as far as how much we're bumping the shoulder with this type of setting. I think what I want to do, so that's our 35 pieces, 5 charges, and then 10 rounds for ciders. I'm going to go ahead and knock out all of the sizing with the 308s. This is the Lapua brass that I've shot in this gun a bunch. This has been fired, I think I'm up to 6 or 7 firings on this stuff, holding up very well, as you would expect, you know, with Lapua brass. Just going to neck size these, and I need my dry neck lube. Yes, I've got the Redding Imperial dry neck lube, and holy crap, I need a sizing die. I'm all sorts of unprepared. Alright, neck. There is our neck sizing die. So, switch shell holders. Find an empty spot in the turret, and we should be in business. All right. Alright, case is primed and ready to go for both cartridges. I'm going to set the 308s to the back here for a little bit. Alright, yep, and start with 6.5 Grendel. We are ready for powder. Let's see, I went in and filled up my powder measure, and what I'll be doing is throwing charges just a touch light and then trickling them up to their final weight. Okay, there's our first 5. So let's get our seating die set. Grab the right set of bullets. There they are. Got the seating die backed out a long way. Where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, this is about 1.5 miles too long, but that's good. Good to start long. 2.265 is my target, and I am 2.464. So almost exactly 200 thousandths too long right now. So let's go 25, 50, 75, 100, 150, 175. That should leave us about 25 thousandths too long. Yep, exactly 25 thousandths too long. .266. One more just to be certain. .269. Trying to tell whether that's a, you know, just a tip that's a little bit longer than the others, or 2.269. Now it's like a couple thousandths too long. So let's go down 4 more thousandths. Don't want to run into magazine clearance issues. That wouldn't be fun. So I might as well err on the short side just a touch. Really nice case fill here. Like this powder up to about the bottom of the shoulder already, and I get this sense that these are pretty deep. Yep, pretty deep cedars there. So as we go up, I mean, this is already probably pretty near 100% case capacity, and our top loads are going to be compressed. And I think it's going to be the same way with 308. I believe Hodgson listed the max load as a compressed load, which is fine and which is good. Usually I seem to find accuracy right there where you're getting to 100% case capacity, so that's good to go. Alright, I'll need to keep on trucking. Next one, 3/10 up from there, 27.6 grains, and then I'll just keep on going. Just seating the last couple 308 loads. These are 2.875 overall length. Everything's gone off without any problems, as expected. Still a little bit of room in the case with the 308s. That's fine. We're not seated quite as deep as we could be. So if we don't run into pressure signs, a little bit more room. All right. Let's get to the range. Okay, so they were the first 10 shots. Let's have a look at these two groups. 308, yeah, 2.34 inches, and 6.5 Grendel was 1.29 inches. Nothing spectacular so far. A couple things really quick. As you may have heard, it's a bit windy at the range, and I was actually hoping to shoot these at 300 yards was my plan. I was just going to go ahead and shoot them at 300 yards, but with the wind, we moved it into 100 yards and shooting at 1-inch dots. So, yep, orange dots are 1 inch. We're at 100 yards. No chronograph. This was a light day at the range. Like, I just didn't feel like taking a bunch of crap or overcomplicating life. This was just a fun little, you know, hit the range and try out a few loads. So, no velocity data. And there we are. So we'll go 10 at a time, jump back here, look at the groups, and then move on. So here's the next 10. A little bit better for the 308, a little bit worse for the 6.5 Grendel. It's looking like the Grendel's trying to group, but 308's kind of a little bit wonky. Let's move on. Let's look at the next 10. Alright, so this is better. That's probably the best group I've shot with the Grendel so far. I haven't had it very long. I haven't put many rounds through it, but that's a pretty darn good group. And especially the 4. Is that 3 and 2 or 4 and 1? I don't know. Whatever. It's a good group. Let's just keep on moving. No pressure signs at all. So, yeah, no pressure signs at all. No problems whenever I was sighting in before, before we started shooting groups. The barrels were warm, and as you can see, I'm alternating back and forth between the guns just to keep the barrels cool, and hopefully shoots a pretty good group. So let's move on and see the next one. Alright, so these aren't too bad. Opened up a little bit, but still just, you know, between an inch and a half, and, you know, 1.6, whatever. Still looking pretty good. I think, you know, you saw these last two tighten up. I think I started waiting out the wind a little bit better. Those first two groups for both guns, you know, you see that kind of horizontal dispersion on both. I think some of that was wind, some of it was, you know, me probably just getting my eye in and all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, the wind, it was out of my left and behind me, so it was like a half value wind out of the left. That was, you know, I don't know how strong it was. I think the yeah, I don't know, under 10 miles an hour. I mean, it wasn't horrifically awful, but it was bad enough to keep me off the 300-yard line and maybe give us a little bit of you know, wonkiness here. All right, shut the hell up. Let's move on to the next one. All right, 1.3 inches and change for these last two. So, yeah, I'm not exactly hacked off with anything, right? The point of the video, the point of the range trip was just to go have some fun, try out these Lapua bullets and shoot some small groups. Didn't shoot as many small groups as I would have liked, but you know, I like what I'm seeing in 6.5 Grendel. On the 308 side, I think I need to change something up with what with my Tika. I've shot 150s, I've shot 168s, 167s, you know, these. I haven't shot, I don't know, I think there's better accuracy to be found out of this Tika, but continuing to do the same crap I've been doing is probably not the best course of action. I need to try some lighter bullets, try some heavier bullets, just try some different stuff and see if I can squeeze a little bit better accuracy out of this. Like with I think earlier with Varget and Sierra Match Kings, 168 grain Match Kings, we were getting 0.6 to 0.7 inch groups. Were about the best we saw with the Tika, and you know, very, very consistently keeping it under an inch. So it's a hunting gun, right? It's a short, thin barrel meant for hunting. So it's not a freaking bench rest rifle. I need to keep that in mind. But I'm thinking there's a little bit more that we can squeeze out of it. I'll tell you what I'm thinking about. The stock really sucks for shooting bags, right? There's no flat spot at all on the front, on the fore end where you can really get it into a bag nicely, or at least my dumb ass, I can't figure out how to do it. So yeah, I'm thinking about putting a new stock on it. Just like I really like laminated wood stock. So I'm thinking about putting a Boyd's, just a cheap Boyd's laminated stock on it, and might get a little bit better performance off the sandbags. You know, maybe. Very happy overall though, but yeah, not super duper impressed. Those yeah, the Sierra Match Kings shoot that or better and are easier for me to find, so I might try the 155s, but the 167s, yeah, we'll shoot up the rest of this box and probably not be purchasing those again for the 308. Alright, 6.5 Grendel. Yes, love that 0.61 inch group. Kind of wish some of those other groups were a little bit tighter, but they weren't, so you know, it is what it is. Looking forward to trying some more stuff. Trying this again. You know, maybe just load up the same crap again, go out, get a really nice range day with no wind, and run through this again and see if these might be the bullets. Because I've been shooting the 123 grain AMAXs in the gun quite a bit, and I've got several more bullets to try. I've got some. What the hell do I have under here? Excuse me. I've got 123 grain Sierras. I've got 123 grain Noslers. Yeah, I got the AMAXs. Got these Lapuas. Got several bullets to still try in the Grendel. So, but I like what I'm seeing so far with these Lapuas. Let's see what else. I made a few notes here. Yep, talked about that. The Grendel functioned just fine. No failures at all with the action. Ran great, nice healthy ejection. There weren't really any pressure signs. You know, there's certainly no dangerous pressure signs, but at the top end with the 6.5 Grendel, I did start getting the ring on the base of the brass from the ejector hole. And I saw the same thing with AR comp in this gun as we got right up there close to pressure. So this was about as full as I would want to get the case. 28.5 grains is probably a pretty good place to top out, and then work down from there. So I don't really want to go hotter, but so I think we're okay for pressure. So 28.5, it's not exactly perfect. I'm getting I'm getting the ejector hole pressure sign, but I think it's okay. Alright, I think that's it. I think I'm going to wrap this up. I think I've gabbed long enough. I will see you guys next time.